This is How the Solar Warden and Blue Sphere Alliance Will Change Life as We Know It by Greg Prescott and 5D.com. By now, many people have heard about the Solar Warden group that hacker Gary McKinnon talked about uncovering in one of his hacking sessions. In 2010, investigative reporter Darren Perks requested more information about the Solar Warden program from the Department of Defense through the Freedom of Information Act. He received the following response confirming the Solar Warden project existed. About an hour ago I spoke to a NASA rep who confirmed this was their program and that it was terminated by the President. He also informed me that it was not a joint program with the DoD. The NASA rep informed me that you should be directed to the Johnson Space Center FOIA manager. I have ran your request through one of our space-related directorates and I'm waiting on one other division with the command to respond back to me. I will contact you once I have a response from the other division. Did NASA refer you to us? Parks additionally stated, when Gary McKinnon hacked into U.S. Space Command computers several years ago and learned of the existence of non-terrestrial officers and fleet-to-fleet transfers and a secret program called Solar Warden, he was charged by the Bush Justice Department with having committed the biggest military computer hack of all time, and stood to face prison time of up to 70 years after extradition from UK. But trying Ernest McKinnon in open court would involve his testifying to the above classified facts, and his attorney would be able to subpoena government officers to testify under oath about the Navy's space fleet. McKinnon also found out about the ships or craft within Solar Warden. It is said that there are approximately 8 cigar-shaped motherships, each longer than 2 football fields end-to-end, and 43 small scout ships. The Solar Warden Space Fleet operates under the U.S. Naval Network and Space Operations Command, NNSOC, formerly Naval Space Command. There are approximately 300 personnel involved at that facility, with the figure rising. Solar Warden is said to be made up from U.S. aerospace black projects contractors, but with some contributions of parts and systems by Canada, United Kingdom, Italy, Austria, Russia, and Australia. It is also said that the program is tested and operated from secret military bases such as Area 51 in Nevada, USA. Project Camelot's Carrie Cassidy interviewed military whistleblower Mark Richards, who also confirmed the existence of this program. We've recently heard about the ET group, the Blue Avians, who are associated with the Blue Sphere Alliance and how they began to arrive into our solar system since 1999. According to contactee Corey Goode, there are over 100 blue spheres helping our planet to push for complete disclosure and the release of suppressed technology. Goode stated that some of these spheres are as large as some of the biggest planets in our solar system. This is a brief synopsis of Goode provided by Dr. Michael Salla. Corey Goode, aka Goode ETXSG, has revealed more about his claimed contact experiences with a group of extraterrestrials called the Sphere Alliance that is cooperating with an alliance of secret space programs indigenous to Earth. He has earlier revealed that there are 5 secret space programs belonging to our current Earth civilization, as well as between 5 to 7 space programs belonging to ancient human civilizations that are still operating. Several of these secret space programs indigenous to Earth make up what he calls the Secret Space Program, SSP, Alliance, which should not be confused with the Sphere Alliance, which he claims comprise 5 different extraterrestrials races that are here to assist humanity deal with an upcoming event that will change life dramatically on the planet. Corey claims to have attended several off-planet meetings where 3 of these extraterrestrial races belonging to the Sphere Alliance have appeared. The alien race which he has communicated with the most is called the Blue Avians, one of whom he met with as recently as this past weekend is called Tyr. In addition to his recent contact experiences, Corey also claims to have earlier served, from 1987 to 2007 with several secret space programs as an intuitive empath. In an earlier question-and-answer email exchange, Corey described the 5 secret space programs as follows. Solar Warden, mainly focused on policing the solar system and surrounding star clusters. Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate, ICC, focus mainly on development and acquisition of technology by any means. Dark Fleet, worked almost entirely outside the Sol system, very military, offensive, NATO-type SSP. Recently in alliance conferences they were referred to as the League of Nations program. Various special access program SSPs that were small, usually had the newer technology, very secretive and worked for some of the secret Earth governments. This is David Wilcock's account. 100 spheres the size of either Neptune or Jupiter have entered our solar system in the last 2-3 years. There were many others the size of our moon that came in between 1999 and 2001. The Cabal used an advanced weapon to fire on one of the moon-sized ones in mid-December. The object lit up, becoming a bright red spot in the sky that people saw, and redirected the beam back to the base it came from. This caused serious damage and some loss of life. Since that time we have had the no-fly zone around the Earth and the quarantine around our solar system. No one who was already here is being allowed to leave, either from Earth or any of the colonies, as they are called. The group that has appeared from the spheres is called the Blue Avians. One of the 5 main factions in the space program, named Solar Warden, is allied with them now, and they are working with the Alliance on Earth, but never the Cabal. The main thing they said was the Cabal people were defecting over into the Alliance and altering the plans. The key is that the Avians want us to move into a loving and peaceful world. They want this transition, similarly, to be as peaceful as possible. Goode gave further confirmation of the Solar Warden in his interview with Wilcock on the Jimmy Church Show. In Dr. Salah's Q&A session with Goode, Salah asked, "Is there currently a disclosure race happening between the Cabal, Illuminati and the Solar Warden, Sphere Alliance in terms of how much information should be released and how this frames key issues?" Goode stated, "Yes. When full disclosure occurs it will also come with the disclosure of massive crimes against humanity that will send the bulk of society into shock for some time. The fact that there are aliens will not be as disruptive or shocking as what all the elites have done in secret during the time they were hiding the existence of aliens and most of all the high technology that would have ended the financial system decades ago. If the Cabal, Illuminati can control the disclosure they can also control the narrative and spin of disclosure they think to make themselves come out looking better in the end. They had planned on being off-planet when all this info broke. Now that they are stuck here with everyone else they are all turning on each other and spinning and cutting deals as fast as they can. They know what the population will call for if there is full and unfettered disclosure of our true history along with the release of suppressed technologies and the existence of alien life. They must do everything they can to control the narrative and manner that this information is disclosed. This is a much more complicated situation than most realize. Complete disclosure is going to leave many of the world's population calling for heads to roll. Apparently, negative factions are trying to flee the planet and solar system but are unable to do to help from the Sphere Alliance, to which Goode stated, "The Sphere Alliance has set up 2 energy barriers that cannot be penetrated by any beings or technology, be they 3/4D or 4/5D beings. One is the outer barrier which completely closes off the entire Sol system, including gate, portal travel, from travel into or out of the system. The other is a barrier that surrounds the Earth. It keeps every being in craft, technology that was either on Earth or in near-Earth orbit from leaving a certain distance from the planet. There are active gates, portals that allow travel between planets within the Sol system. However, those portals are affected by these energetic tsunami waves at times and regular travel is ill-advised and can be dangerous. There are also a lot of recent skirmishes between different Cabal factions since they have realized that their royal white reptilians have tried to negotiate their safe passage out of the Sol system by giving up all of their Illuminati, Cabal followers as well as their lower caste reptilian and other allied races in their federation. There is chaos among these groups who are following the example of their masters and turning on each other. Though they are heavily denying this publicly and putting their most clever disinformation agents out to control the narrative as best they can. You can find updates on Corey's website, spherebeingalliance.com. Corey will be doing weekly interviews with David Wilcock on GAIM TV. The first one is July 14, 2015. This falls into alignment to what Dr. Simon Atkins stated about CERN. that it's being used to prevent the incoming intergalactic wave of energy that will transform consciousness. If this happens, it would immediately expose everyone who has committed crimes against humanity. The ruling elite and ET factions may be trying to use CERN as a means of creating a portal to escape, but because of the barriers placed over the planet by the Sphere Alliance, this cannot happen. Basically, they're all screwed and will be turning on one another while trying to save their own asses. If all of this comes to fruition, you can expect to see a world like you've never seen before. Imagine if all of the suppressed technologies were released. Imagine receiving advanced technologies from our galactic neighbors, such as a replicator that can instantly manifest anything you want to eat. While it all sounds like science fiction right now, there are enough sources and confirmations to give this information credibility. What are your thoughts?